Hey guys, it's Josh. This week's topic is coming out and how you did it. I told my mom I was trans 2006. I told her in an IM because we lived 1,200 miles away at the time. Um, and then I didn't transition until 2008. My dad, my father had committed suicide in 2006. So I stopped the process and then restarted when I was mentally ready in 2008. I read a book called She's Not There by Jennifer Finney Boylan, which I super recommend to anybody. MTF, FTM, supporter, whatever. It's a phenomenal book. And the way she came out to her friends and family and colleagues was by a letter, which was really ingenious. So, since I lived in a place where none of my family lived, I came out that way. I came out in a letter. I wrote them a letter. Probably after I changed my name, and after some top and some inside surgery. I just said, I've been this way since I was a kid. And I just burped in your ear. I didn't write that in a letter, but I just did it to you. But it was basically that, I'm transitioning from female to male. This is something I've been diagnosed with since childhood, blah, blah, blah. I included that I had had my breasts removed and that I had had my ovaries removed. And that's where I left it. Any additional surgeries is really nobody's business. Nothing is really nobody's business. I just wanted to kind of throw that in there because I wanted them to know that this isn't just a lesbian changing their name, and that I was on male hormones, and I had been for some time and under doctor's care and this and that. I left my email address, my phone number, and my mailing address there, and I got most of my family actually either wrote something back or emailed me or kind of, reached out in a way, and some didn't. So you kind of learn who's really there for you and who's not. That's a really non-confrontational way to come out. I feel like it helped me because I didn't have to, because, if you come out face-to-face sometimes, it creates a lot of problems, because then you get interrupted with 1,000 questions, or the opposition, or the just unwanted responses, and I really just wanted a platform to get everything I have to say out, and then leave it up to them, put the ball in their court. And I didn't contact them after that until they reached out to me at that point. So, that's how I came out. There's a giant moth on this table out here. It's probably going to kill me. So that's how I came out. If you guys haven't read Jennifer's book, it's by Jennifer Finney Boylan, and it's called She's Not There. It's really outstanding. It's really, it'll make you laugh, and it'll make you really think, and it'll make you tear up a little bit. It goes through her whole life from childhood to now. From a transition from James to Jennifer, which is really fantastic. Also, if you're having family, I know my mom had a real hard time with it, and I gave her that book after I read it, and she read it, and it really helped her understand where I was coming from. Helped her understand that it's nothing to do with bad parenting, or I didn't get hugged enough as a kid, or she made me wear stupid dresses, but that it was who I was, how I was made by God. This is how I am now. Really phenomenal book, and that's what gave me the idea to do it that way. But I could tell you right now, from the time you mail out that letter to the time you hear anything back, you're thinking like, oh. I didn't put in there, I told them specifically, I'm not looking for 1,000 yays or 1,000 nays. I just want you to be aware because you mean something to me. I didn't send it to people that I never spoke to. This is family that I still had some communication with, even if I hadn't seen them in a decade. In a decade or so, I still had some communication, Christmas cards, whatever. And I've actually seen them since I transitioned, and it's been really wonderful because they knew what to expect. But what you put in that letter is up to you. I mean, if you decide to come out that way. For me, it was just emotionally easier than having to sit down and go through face-to-face with everybody. Plus, it wasn't really feasible. I lived in Arkansas, and my mom and family lived here in Florida and then up in New York as well, and all over the place. So, there was no way to do a face-to-face, and I wasn't really mentally ready for all of that yet. So that's how I came out. That's how I think everyone should know. I think everyone's family is different. If your family's super cool with it, and you're near them, and you're close to them, and they're watching you transition, obviously be like, hey, this is what I am. My family knew I was gay at the time. I was living as a lesbian, but they had no idea that I was trans, so it was kind of touch and go for a while. But now, almost 4 years later since I've transitioned, actively started my transition, everything's great. Everyone's handled it well, and those that haven't can blow me, I guess. I don't know. I don't talk to those that didn't respond, because that's their prerogative. I make sure they got the letter, like I sent two, just in case. If I didn't hear back from someone after like 6 months, and I sent one more just to confirm, then if they didn't respond, then that's their business. Then you know who's there for you and who's not. So that's my coming out story. I hope everyone really picks up that book. She's Not There, Jennifer Finney Boylan. Absolutely fantastic. And it really helped me find some comic relief in the seriousness of my transition. Helped my mom as well. So, and my wife read it too, I believe, and she dug it. So that is my story. Hope this finds everyone well. Thanks for watching. Namaste.